Dear students, let me talk about cloud computing. As we know, we are living in the era of internet where the computers, servers are being used to store, retrieve, and maintain the data. So, we are also having the client server architecture where data is stored on the servers and it can be accessible through the computers which are attached to the servers. They are known as clients. And data storage is in server which help us to share the data, as in the libraries the cataloging database is shared by the circulation desk and the opaque user and by the vendors to do some acquisition and transaction activities. And we have also seen the data storage on other server in the network environment. So, with this brief introduction, so let's have an imagination of creating a website for library. If you want to create a website, along with the website, we need to have a software to develop the website. And in order to store the data like images, text, XML data, and other things, we need to have hardware like servers, we need to have networking facilities, and maintenance. All these things are very expensive. In order to buy a server, we have to pay a lot. In order to have the client computers, we need to pay once again. And troubleshooting is another problem. If any technical problem occurs at that time, the person responsible for maintaining the website has to troubleshoot them those problems. And uh, all the times the websites are not used at that time, the servers and the clients used by the institution are idle. So that means they are not being used all the time. So with these disadvantages, a concept called cloud computing has emerged. So this tells about the storage of our data on others' computer. So it is the use of remote servers, so which are located at different parts of the world, to store our data, to manage our data, and to process that data. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಸರ್ವರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಗಗಳಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಸರ್ವರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ, ಸೊ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ on top of our head and we can store our data, and that means wherever we go we can access that data. So it is a network in a network environment. So the cloud computing concept has been extensively used. So the term is coined by Eric in the year 2006. So it is also available with minimal management effort. ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವರ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಎಫರ್ಟು ಇರೋಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಡೇಟಾನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಟೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಸರ್ವರ್ಸ್, so which are not maintained by us, and the cloud provider manages their servers but manages our data also. That means if any technical error occurs with the hardware, the service provider will rectify those errors. And if any technological advancement occur, at that time we need not to worry because our data is safe, because all the technological advancements, compatibility issues are taken care by the service providers. And use of the server is scalable. At what time we have used our data, at what time we have used the data stored by us, so that is scalable. The idle time of the server is not a bothering issue for the person who is storing the data on cloud servers. It is also known as internet computing because internet, so we don't know where our Facebook data is stored. So we don't know where the server is located because Facebook provider service providers having the servers all over the world. So similarly, so we can say cloud computing is nothing but internet computing. Then We need not to worry about any maintenance issues. So this is an advantage of the cloud computing, and at the same time we can access our data from any part of the world. Only thing, we need to have the network facility. So there are some supporting factors with the cloud computing. So the advancement of processors, technological updates are not a bothering issue. It's a virtual technology. We need not to have any kind of hardware facilities at our location, and the data is stored at different servers. The storage is distributed wherever the space is available. We store our data, and the management of servers, management of technology, and management of the data is done by the computers, not by humans. Human intervention is avoided here, and it also requires broadband internet access. And then the servers are always fast and inexpensive, because every person who is having the data need not to have the servers. The servers are provided by, or the storage space is provided by others. Data is ours, and the data is stored on the servers maintained by others. There are two types of cloud models: service models, where three categories can be seen, whereas deployment models having three types of cloud models, like public, hybrid, and private. Under the service models, we can see three models. So let's see the service models. One is SaaS, software as a service. For example, Google Docs. So here, highly scalable internet-based applications are hosted on the clouds and offers service to the end user. So our files, our data, or our questionnaire is stored on the Google Docs. So the infrastructure. Another one is platform. Platform is required to design, develop, build, and test the application. Suppose if we have developed a software, so then we need some platform to develop that software. That platform is provided by the service providers. So, and the platform is available on some cloud servers. So Google App Engine is one thing, and then infrastructure as a service, it is another model, where like Amazon Web Services. So this provide infrastructure to the person who is having the data, and he want to store that data on the servers and computer technologies. So where storage space is provided, database management system is provided, and computer capabilities like networking and other things are offered. So under the cloud deployment models, three types are there. One is public cloud, which are sometimes free, and these are run by the vendors. Private clouds are run by the private organizations, and which have more control over the data. Hybrid clouds are the combination of public and private clouds. Here, some examples were given for public clouds like Amazon Web Services, Windows Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Rockspace. And whereas private clouds are concerned, Eucalyptus, OpenStack are the examples. For hybrid, HP Helion is the example. So cloud computing is having some advantages, like it assures maximum availability of services, because the servers are stored, placed in different parts of the world. And it also provides services. It provides space, it provides management facility, it provides the platform to develop the websites and applications. So it provides maximum service, and whatever the thing we use, we need to pay for that only. So here payment is very less. In order to pay, in order to store our data, in order to develop our application, we need to have some space. For that space only we are paying, for that platform only we are paying. That means it is cheap compared to the earlier versions of computer and networking. And it offers high speed connectivity and high level of storage space, and we need not to have all the technologies. One example to give is, so we have used Koha, which has been installed on the web servers. we have used only the login credentials, Bywater solution, Bywater solution, like Bywater username, Bywater password. By using that uh, login credentials, we have accessed the full version of Koha software. We have learned all the modules in the classes. So that means the operating system is different. Koha is installed, maybe installed on a Linux platform, but we don't have Linux platform in our labs. But operating system is different, but we are using that Koha install on different operating systems. Whenever the new versions of Koha occur, we access that through our computers, because the software, Koha software, is installed on someone else's server. So because of the cloud computing environment, we are using that particular software. So we need not to have all the technology, we need to have the login credentials. And it is less burden on the IT staff, because service providers will take care of the platform, will take care of the storage space, will take care of the technological advancements. Only the IT staff which are working for the data uploading and data downloading and data maintenance, they need to worry very little. And reduces energy consumption, because we need not to have lot of hardware system, we need not to provide lot of electricity supply to those computers. So all the things we need is to have the computers which provide the facility to access the data. And it offers centralized computing services, and it is cost saving for educational institutions. Since I have given the example of Koha install on web server, you can easily understand the cost saving mechanism. It also having some disadvantages. Suppose if we are storing our data on the clouds which are freely available, at that time we can say our data is at risk. Data may be theft by the unknown person or unauthorized access, and we have lack of control over the infrastructure, service and platform. And lock in data may be locked in by the service provider. And reliability is another issue. ನಂಬಿಕೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಹ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು is another issue. So in libraries also, cloud computing are being used for data storage, like bibliographic data storage, technical data storage, transaction data storage. We can rely on the cloud computing facility. We have a lot of resources, like our collection, subscriptions, our digital collection that can be stored on the cloud servers. And we can provide services, like website is one kind of service, where the electronic resources, the virtual reference service like services are offered through the websites. Such services can be offered through the platforms offered by the cloud computing.